So I think it's about bloody time we start to actually deplatform certain toxic bile-filled flerfs from now on, and not only that, we should actually stick to that blacklist, which in a way might even be the hardest part of this entire endeavor. And by deplatforming I mean no longer allowing them to have a platform in a debate format. Not that there is even a debate on certain topics, obviously, but you get my point. I'm sure. And yes, I know quite a lot of you absolutely love the dumpster fires. And I'm definitely not saying we should do away with them. All I'm saying, even dumpster fires should have standards. It's just that we have allowed the quality level to slip by quite a lot. I mean, look at the low level crap we've been dealing with lately in the form of 33UC, also known as Green Bullion or something on YouTube, which we've actually successfully blacklisted on both the Twitters and YouTube. And then there's Hip Hop Hippie, Bev from Try Thinking, Earth is Seriously Flat, and of course our infamous and proud of it, child harasser Nathan Thompson. All of them special in their own way. Now I know some of you will go, but Radical, we love to make fun of them. But stay with me for a bit, and I shall tell you a little story on how to properly troll these trolls, because if you troll a troll you have to have a certain skill set. And trust me when I say I have a particular set of skills, and I will find them and destroy their trolliness. And when I'm done with them they will be bridgeless trolls. In case of Nathan Thompson it will be a couch surfing troll, or maybe a bridge surfing troll I guess. The thing which irked me these last few weeks, months even, and also made me mostly steer clear of these so-called debates, is the fact that the latest debates are just two numpties randomly yelling childish insults at each other like a bunch of children, or both participants yelling over each other to see who can yell the loudest. And just to be clear, we all know who would win that particular combat scenario. In a debate format, of course.
Ignore that.
Alright, calm down, Dale.
People are fucking thick. Thick.
Dude, I don't know about you, but I actually preferred the old dumpster fires where only the one engaged in dipshittery, the dick flutes if you will, get miffed. Like the last one I saw on Red Rhetoric where JM Truth got completely humiliated and exposed for the special effects and filmography or photography charlatan he is by DKG Customs or Duncan Kinnard.
I'm going to ask you something. Have you ever heard of a movie called Total Recall?
I have. Which one?
Okay.
There are two.
The one in 2012.
Okay, I haven't seen it, but yeah.
Have you heard of Doctor Strange? 2016?
Yep.
Ex Machina, 2014?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Duncan
What's your
Kinnard.
point?
Duncan Kinnard is my point. 20 years, visual effects artists now has the link to this show. And guess what? You weren't the only one that got sent the footage from the camera. I also sent it with him with 20 years of experience in the field. And unlike you, he actually has a record to back up his bullshit. So guess what? He will also get in, and he will be able to educate the so-called educator on how this shit's done while you're explaining it. So as you're getting shit wrong, we will be able to continuously correct you. So let's go ahead and get this guy in here. I like being prepared.
Oh, no. I didn't. Craig, if you bring in anyone else on this show, I'm leaving.
Someone who is actually an award-winning digital special effects guy. I mean, seriously, check out the list of awards and movies and series he worked on. Link in the description. You know, I just want the quality level back, where we, on our side, are doing the usual sarcastic banter. I'm not demanding this, it's just disappointing we've been slipping into the biggest pile of shit by actually allowing these lowest forms of humans a platform. And apparently not even giving a damn about the quality of the derp. And the fact remains, we deserve a better quality of derp. Which isn't just the same thing over and over again, parroting the same things over and over again. And contrary to popular belief, I don't like to repeat myself. We need to get back on the level we used to be. Lately, the usual suspects in these so-called debates have been sinking into the mud with the creatures they're debating. And you know the age-old saying, don't wrestle a pig. Both of you will get dirty, and the pig likes it. I sincerely hope our debaters aren't piggies. Oink fucking oink. My point being, we need to get some goddamn integrity back in our community. And trust me when I say I do not use that term integrity lightly. I am, after all, integrity incarnate. I mean, have you seen my horns? Anyway, I just felt the need to call out our community in general to stop saying one thing while continuing to do the thing they say they're not willing to do. Now don't get me wrong, we can and definitely should still tear these pieces of human garbage a new one, by taking their precious little videos apart to ridicule and expose these utter dick flutes for what they are. And the first one which obviously comes to mind, and also the main subject of this particular video, is of course our unfriendly neighborhood child harasser, Nathan Thompson.
But I'm here, Nathan, the crusader for justice, the freedom fighter that's gonna teach all you guys where you live. You don't. That's not actually how it works.
You said child. You said child harasser wrong.
Alongside the recently arrested Earth is seriously flat for harassing a utility worker. Make sure to emphasize the harassing part on their shtick as many times as you can. Child harasser Nathan Thompson. That's his official title now. Now these toxic flerfs I'm on about, which need to be blacklisted by refusing them any platform, come in two kinds, or forms if you will. The cowardly and insane harassers going out on the street proselytizing their insane cult beliefs to children, elderly people and others.
Hey man, who you working for? I'm gonna turn off your car. You. Have a good day. I got your keys. I got your keys. I don't know what you're doing, but it's not right.
Carefully selecting their targets with a means of escape, of course. For fuck's sakes, I truly despise this kind of flirt. They're disgustingly cowardly creatures. And somehow proud of it. It's like they're not even self-aware. And then there's the disaster and victim denial flirts. Another disgusting specimen we should blacklist. Heck, it's not even a big list. In order of toxicity, we've got Nathan Thompson, Earth Seriously Flat, and probably tied in third place with 33UC or Green Bullion, Bev, Try Thinking, and Hip Hop Hippie. Come to think of it, we can also add that lowlife Russian vids to this list. Mind you, it is beyond obvious these flerfs only want attention, and any attention is good in their broken minds. Negative attention in a debate format only fuels their paranoia and victimhood, which in and of itself trickles down to their cult following. If we are just making fun of them by ripping their videos apart and exposing them, that hurts them a lot more than actually acknowledging them by getting them on streams. I mean, it's a well-known fact that these flerfs aren't coming on these streams to debate. They are only there to spout their parrot points, lies, and deception. To be a flat earther, you have to lie. Has there ever been a flerf who actually answered the question? Just one. Show me just one actual flerf answering an actual question that was addressed at him. They only know two dances. The tap dance of dodging and the break dance of evasion while redirecting everything thrown at them.
Gravity and SpongeBob fairy tale imagination.
Get to the point.
Lobes. Another interruption, Craig, because Craig just can't listen.
I asked you a specific question. Can you just answer it?
He's allergic to the truth, and he avoids real science like the plague.
Are you going to answer my question, Nathan? If not, you can concede another point.
Like with a hammer. It's insane.
All they want is that attention, and by denying them this real-time stream engagements, we deny them that dopamine rush. I mean, have you seen 33UC struggling with us blacklisting him on the Twitters and YouTube streams? Oh boy, it's beyond hilarious to see him try every trick in the book to get any form of attention. The thing is, which is also the hardest thing, and I dare say phrasing, hey, get your mind out of the gutter. I run a fucking family-friendly show here, in case you're wondering. But it is pretty hard to be consistent in what kind of standard we're setting. And to be quite honest, it has been getting out of control now, hasn't it? And yes, I do understand. There's a few of you out there who actually enjoyed these disgusting versions of dumpster fires we used to have. But I urge you, take a step back, breathe in all the fumes of the smelly dumpster fire, and enjoy the sarcastic banter instead. I mean, it is a well-known fact that shit-filled dumpsters set on fire are really smelly. Now, if you're into that kind of thing, we don't kink shame around here. But we will point our finger. And there might be some laughter in the background, but hey, that is not kink shaming. Maybe it's our kink to kink shame the kink shamers. Wait a minute, that's even another thing. Okay, never mind, let's move on, shall we? Oh boy, I think I just found a glitch in the system. But hey, these toxic, shit-stirring, shit-filled dumpster fires are smelly and are bad for the environment. I almost got you, didn't I? Anyways, I constantly see a whole lot of complaining about these low-level flerfs going nuclear in the chat and in the comments, but also a whole lot of circle jerking on our side. Not to mention drama-fueled moronic behavior that oozed into our community somehow. I mean, what the fuck happened? We used to be freaking skeptics, the lot of you. But lately, the drama and toxic fuel seems to be off the chart. Now, let me ask you. Do you really want to be on the same level as these bottom-feeding, scum-sucking algae eaters? Yeah, I didn't think so. So here's a pro tip here. Don't act like them, Dan. It's really as simple as that. It seems these flerfs and other disgusting creatures have been rubbing off their behavior on some of us. Because that is where we are if we lower ourselves to their level of psychotic and sociopathic behavior. Professionals have standards, and our standards need to be brushed up. Well, not mine, obviously. I am, after all, the light of pure spiffiness, a beacon of integrity. So it shouldn't come as a surprise when I say, get the hell back on my level, you gits, or I'll have to know your location for unrelated reasons. Oh, what's that? You have something to say? Well, leave a comment below and I will tell you how wrong you are. Or one of the other spiffies will kick your ass. It's not that hard to do. I mean, do you really want to be on the same level as flerfs? Just imagine the smell. I'm just saying. Besides, tough titties. The fact remains I'm right about this whole shitstorm and you're wrong. If you want to remain in the circle jerk we usually accuse flerfs of. Being wrong is the best feeling for a skeptical mind, as it means you can grow. I wish I was wrong about this, but hey, this is simply not up for debate, just like the shape of our planet isn't. Either you're on their level, or you're on mine. So in a way...
Time to choose.
Heck, all of this isn't even mentioning that Flat Earth has died last year, so we're mostly kicking a dead horse anyway. I mean, what exactly are their latest and greatest arguments? It's rather pathetic, really. Last year, they were all hyped up about the moon being in Earth's atmosphere, which is technically true, because we're now able to detect the minute particles due to technological advancements. But for all intents and purposes, it is still in orbit within a nearly perfect vacuum. And the latest crap they've come up with in current year, also known as 2020, is their ludicrous misrepresentation with their so-called Black Swan argument, and how they either can't or refuse to fathom the geometrical horizon and the apparent horizon, which is very similar in how they conflate flat and level, or even plumb for that matter. So it's just the old story repackaged again. That's two whole new things in over a year, and huge strawman arguments at that. Pathetic. At least give us some new material, you silly flerfs. Your parrot points have been debunked too many times already, and there's only so many ways to make fun of you cretins. Now as for you spiffies, go right ahead and tickle that bell and all things around it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye. And if you'll excuse me, I'll be off drinking my integrity, and contrary to popular belief, I don't do buns.